Top 20 jobs that will disappear in the next 10 years. We're at the start of an extremely bumpy road, my friends. As automation, AI, quantum computing, and blockchain takes precedence, we're looking at a joblessness crisis on a scale never seen before. We don't know the exact figures, but estimates suggest that automation could disrupt between 800 million and 2 billion jobs in the next 10 years alone. A study done at Oxford University found out that 45% of all current jobs will disappear in the next 10 years, with some of them being completely automated. In this video we'll look at some of the jobs that will radically change in the upcoming decade and the years that follow. If you are currently working in either of these industries, it might be a smart call to look for alternatives. Number 1. Drivers. Let me put it this way. If your job consists of driving any type of machinery, automobile or vehicle, you're gonna be out of a job soon. Taxi drivers, bus drivers, truck drivers, Uber drivers, and delivery drivers are all on the verge of complete automation. In the near future, riding in a car will be like getting in an elevator. You just press a button and it takes you to wherever you want to go. Number 2. Farmers. On a macro level, farming has already been automated with very few specially trained individuals that operate heavy machinery from the comforts of the office via wireless connections. If this sounds ridiculous to you that only a few people will be in charge of our food, you're already too late to the table. Anything you eat today probably comes from Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, Unilever, Kellogg's, and Mars. Welcome to the future. Number 3. Publishers and printers. The newspaper is dead. You no longer need to get your news from the papers, you get them via Twitter or YouTube live streams as they are happening. Number 4. Cashiers. These guys are going to be out of a job sooner than they think. I know you've seen the self-checkout stations, with total takeover coming soon. Amazon acquired Whole Foods for close to $14 billion. The same Amazon is running pilot tests with what they call Amazon Go. A corner store with 0 humans involved where you just walk in, get what you need and walk out. Also, the AI cashiers can go 24/7 without bringing the drama of their personal lives into the workplace. Number 5. Travel agents. When is the last time you went to a travel agency to book a flight? The likes of Skyscanner took over the flight ticket industry. Booking.com over the hotel booking industry, and Airbnb is disrupting the hotel business as a whole. There's no need for a third person to book the flight or hotel room for us. We can do it ourselves. You can also tell Siri to book it for you. Number 6. Manufacturing workers. Many years ago, factories used multiple humans working in tandem to put together the end product, while today you're watching simple software at work. I heard this great quote a while back that stuck with me, and it goes like this: the factory of the future will only have one human and one dog. The human will be there to feed the dog, and the dog will be there to keep the human from touching the machines. Number 7. Dispatchers. The technology that is massively outperforming dispatchers at their jobs is already in place and currently on the final touches on the best way to deploy it. Remember only 5 years ago when you had to call someone and ask for a cab? How do you ask for an Uber or a Lyft today? One algorithm making their way into your particular niche of dispatching and your job is over. Before we continue, I would like to know, are you getting any value so far? If yes, kindly like this video. If you are new, welcome, and go ahead and subscribe. Are you done? Thank you. Number 8. Waiters and bartenders. Okay, not all of them will be gone, but the bulk surely has one foot out the door already. Most of these guys will successfully be replaced by a carefully documented algorithm and an iPad. More and more restaurants are jumping in on this trend all around the world. Number 9. Bank tellers. It is sad that the lady at my bank will no longer be there. She has always been so pleasant to me. Anyway, to be honest, we rarely go to the bank anymore, or we check out our balance on our smartphones. We grab cash via ATM and can open bank account to most banks in the world online. Number 10. Military pilots and soldiers. Back in the day, wars were decided based on who had the largest number of troops. Today it's more of technology at play. Drones can hit a target more accurately than any human could without endangering the life of the pilot, who's sitting comfortably in a chair on the other side of the world. Number 11. Fast food workers. Fast food jobs are probably the easiest to automate out of the list, though companies have been slow on it. However, with all the protests to increase workers' wages, the government might actually give in, and that's when the wave of automation takes over. Number 12. Telemarketers. Have you noticed that there are already fewer and fewer telemarketers? Their entire industry has been taken over by targeted ads all around the internet and on all of your devices. These ads are specially constructed, based on the information the tech giants, like Facebook and Google, have gathered from your use on their platforms. Ads are getting smarter as they learn more and more from you, and that's why telemarketers are obsolete. Number 13. Accountants and tax preparers. What's the role of an accountant? To go through your raw data and organize it. That's like the favorite thing to do for algorithms. That's where they shine. This is why AI engineers are going after accountants, lawyers, and medical professionals. Number 14. Stock traders. A study done by Bloomberg analysts in late 2015 discovered that only 10% of the stocks traded on a daily basis worldwide are traded by actual humans and investors. The rest are bots. The bots have proven to be super efficient. Welcome to the world of micro trading, where bots always win. Number 15. Construction workers. There are at least 200 million people working in construction around the world. However, developers now need more machines, and a slightly more specialized workforce to use the machines to build. Unless you're the owner of the enterprise, or one of those specialized employees who are further down the line of automation, the future doesn't seem like a welcoming place for you. Number 16. Sports referee. If you've ever fancied a career in sports, perhaps you should think twice about becoming a referee or umpire. Chances are your services won't be required in the future. Football's governing body, FIFA, is relenting to pressure to introduce more technology into the game, with goal line technology now a standard and the video assistant referee (VAR) system in place. Other sports such as tennis, cricket, and rugby have been using technology to make real-time decisions during matches. Number 17. Fishers. Major disruptions within ecosystems, affecting food chains and survival rates of marine life. At the same time, the effects of climate change are also having an impact on the available stocks of fish. Even the few fishers who choose to remain in the profession are unlikely to escape technology, with research underway into fishing bots that can do the job instead of humans. Number 18. Legal secretary. In the legal sector, technology has already led to the automation of many jobs, including legal secretaries. A recent study by Deloitte suggests that many legal jobs could be automated in the next 2 decades, as the industry begins to adopt new technologies such as cloud computing and artificial intelligence. Number 19. Assemblers. Assemblers are mainly responsible for making commodities such as toys, vehicles, and aircrafts, among other products. However, with machines and robotics taking over assembly processes and repetitive tasks, assemblers are becoming an endangered species in most industries. Number 20. Retail jewelers. Jewelers' jobs seem to be at risk given that younger generations are less inclined to invest in expensive jewelry. Considering that current generations have less disposable income, diamonds may not be on top of their priority list. But new jobs will be created, right? Sure. Maybe, but in the vampire economy, those jobs will more likely be gigs. Less secure, for less pay, with less say. First, joblessness will create massive competitive pressure on automation-safe jobs. Second, estimates suggest half of all current work tasks could be automated. So even for people who don't lose their jobs, underemployment will likely become chronic and systemic. Third, tens of millions of people in work transition means trillions in support to shelter, feed, support, re-educate, and relocate citizens. Governments will either have to raise your taxes, or they'll have to steal it from you by printing more money, inflating prices, and weakening your purchasing power. Well, that is it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned a lot from this video. If you did, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, it really helps. If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing to see more content like this. With that said, have a fabulous day guys, and I will see you all in the next one.